everything fall in my orders. I treat that little bitch like she one of my daughters. I love the country, but I stay in the zone. I told her clap it in my face, leave a trace. Can I talk to Kate? It's it in your place. Hold on, wait, just do what I say. You gon' buy me down every day. You got it in J. When he get the cookie, you know he gon' celebrate. Coconut water, coconut water, and make sure the cookie tea. While we in Florida, he said I built like a bad hoe. I'm like, yo, hold up, I'm tryna hide for your face and spark it up like a mortar. Coconut water, coconut water, and make sure the cookie tea. While we in Florida, he said I built like a bad hoe. I'm like, yo, hold up, I'm tryna hide for your face and spark it up like a mortar.
The coconut water, y'all. The coconut water. What is going on, Conscious Crew? Hi. Welcome to another riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform. It is your favorite host. Hold on, let me take my headphones, take my AirPods out. Because Gria, they're doing the most. Let me keep one in. I got to keep one ear to the streets, Gria. What's going on? Okay, so my ring light, y'all, is going in and out, girl. I don't know what her tea is today. It is like giving paranormal tea. So if y'all see her flickering and things, child, just start praying, child. The ghouls and the goblins, right? But happy hump day. You know what we're here to get into, child. We got to get into an old nasty piece of discussion because the queen got it going on in the queen dumb. Before we get into the thick of it, go ahead and run those likes all the way up. You guys know that thumbing up the video not only helps with YouTube's algorithm, it unthaws that mother lover, but it also triggers up YouTube's notification system. So when you are literally thumbing up the video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another conscious crew member and telling them to get their black asses into the sanctuary. Also, if you love everything that King does here, baby, you can always donate to the platform at $ConsciouzTV on Cash App and or paypal.me/ConsciouzTV. I mean, what other creator, aside from my favorite Styles by Stevie girl, who comes through and give you the fabulosity, baby, aside from us, baby, who giving it up like this, baby? Y'all better show some love to the king, okay? By sharing, by thumbing up, by setting your notifications, by engaging the content, okay? And once again, you can bless that Cash App and PayPal.me/ConsciouzTV. And that's conscious, but with the Z on the end. All donation information and social media handles are certainly in the description box below. And of course, that's conscious, but with the Z on the end, just like it is here on the channel. Also, make sure that you have your notification bell set to all. And last but not least, please share the stream out to whatever it is you have digital community. Rather that be your YouTube community, while your Snapchat, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give no damns where you lay the light. Just let them whores know that we're out live and in color. And with no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through. Oh,
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Not Miss Juicy girl. Talking about it's Roman girl. Trying to stop me with the motherfucking light. No, Caroline, we're walking into the light tonight. Oh, yes, we are. Okay, Tremel, check my message. All right, I'll do that after the show. And shout out to Tremel, you guys. I think Tremel might be coming through tonight. I just glanced at my text messages. So we may be booked and busy tonight. I need you guys to be in the building. I had set that interview time for tomorrow, but we can probably get it cracking tonight. So I'll probably be rescheduling that for tonight, you guys. Make sure you're in the building, girl. If you haven't had an opportunity, at least watch the Chasing Reality Atlantis reunion. Part 3 comes out tonight. Tremel, are you talking about doing it after the reunion or before? Because, you know, I'm gonna need to watch part 3 of that reunion. Ain't no point in us doing an interview and then there may be some shit we gotta discuss in the motherfucking reunion. Even though you here to talk directly about it, but I we'll talk about it. What's going on, y'all? Hey, Style by Stevie's Boo. Make sure that you guys follow my beautiful moderator and gorgeous Styles by Stevie over on her YouTube channel, Styles by Stevie, as well as Style by Stevie Daytime on Instagram. Girl, she keeps up with all of the latest political news. She's also an amazing daytime television host, girl, who's interviewing all the producers, all the directors, all the actresses, all the actors, all of the stylists and fashionista girls and guys, girls. So if you love all things, okay, hosty, you got to get into the hostess with the mostest, my lovely stuff by Stevie. Hey, boo, and God bless you, and happy hump day. What's going on, Ian Gardner? Hey, you guys, I may drop the link because, you know, I know that topics like this, girl, really gets it cracking, child. Really gets it cracking, girl. What's going on, my sexy Aries? Hey, boo, I need a group panel. I miss it. Okay. You know, I'm working, child. I'm trying to crack back. I'm trying to get my shit together, y'all. Let's talk about this look for a minute, girl. I did not know what I wanted to really go for. I saw this Asian guy on because I know I get like random inspirations, girl. I saw this Asian guy, and he has this long, almost ankle length hair, and he has shaved sides. And I was like, oh my God, I've never really. It just looked so cool. But he has like literally bald sides. You know, I have designs in my sides, as we can all see here. And I had this 55-inch hair sitting around. I had initially made it into like a full wig. And then you guys know I was like doing the Aaliyah swoop for a while. But I had spent, you know, all of this money in the past on this hair, which let me see. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna give you the deets on this hair, the hair company. A lot of you guys been asking me where did I get the 55 inches from. This hair was actually on sale at the time, or it was at least reasonably priced. Now this hair is like a scorching $1,300 a bundle. I think it's King's Virgin Hair. They have an actual physical store. And they also ship hair. And they were the only people that I had found that had like 55 to 60 inches of hair. This hair at the time that I purchased it was more like $700 a bundle. So I got 4 bundles. So 700 times 4, you can calculate that. But this hair is now $1,300 a bundle, you guys. So, but it's worth it. I've had this hair now for probably, when did I get this hair? Did I get this hair in 2025 or get this hair in 2024? I think I got this hair in 2024. So we're going on a 2-year anniversary. This hair is really good. It's really dope. I braided up into pigtails, and it gives that nice like body wave style. And yeah, I wanted kind of something like a long, elegant mullet. So you guys know I've been doing like the Fro Hawk mullet type combo, and this is like my long hair version of it. And what I practically did was the top is a frontal that I customized to the measurements of my hairline, and then the rest is on a cap that I customized also to my anchor braids underneath, and then there are combs all in the perimeter of this customized unit, so I can just slide it on and off. But I haven't took it off for the past 3 days because yeah, girl, I done laid the edges and everything, girl. So she gonna be with me until Jesus come back. But this hair is so freaking high maintenance, and I am not used to going to bed with weave in my head. Like every hair piece that I have, I take on and off, and I make it in a way that allows me to switch that motherfucker up. That's why if you guys have been over here and I have like switched out my looks like in one day 3 different times, that's because all of my units allow me that type of accessibility and versatility. But this hair got so much going on that, girl, it's just easier to just keep it in until I just want to redo it or until I'm just interested in doing something else or whatever. So I've been going to bed with this hair, which hasn't been too bad, but it's just weird. And this hair is so fucking long. It comes right above my ankles. So it like slides across everything. So now I have to be like very intentional about cutting corners and like brushing up against objects, because unlike 22 inches of hair, unlike 30 inches of hair, like 30 inches of hair on me comes probably to right above my waist, because I'm 5'10" and a half. You know, on somebody shorter, 30 inches would be like floor length on them. But 30 inches on me comes like to my waist. So it's not a problem. When you got almost 60 inches of fucking virgin hair in your head, you got to be careful, girl, or your wig shall be snatched, girl. So I have to be very feminine in my movements, which I'm not used to be, because I am a full-on butch, versatile top, okay? So being this intentional in my movements, and I have to be very elegant, and I have to just like, girl, it's just, this hair has turned me into a whole lady, and it's high maintenance. Like, so I have to be intentional. Like, you have to be pretty with this type of hair. Like, you have to move pretty. You got to walk pretty. You got to maneuver pretty. It's just a very, like, this hair is high production, but this hair is a fucking flex. This hair is fucking gorgeous. This length of hair is just going to make you a superstar in any room that you are in, girl. It's gag-worthy length. The texture is beautiful. So it's given all of the things that need to be given. And I don't think I'm done either. I think I'm going to shape out, because I went with the El Chapo hairline. I'm like, I got the hairline of a damn Hispanic right now, of a goddamn Mexican. But I think I'm going to craft out my hairline a little bit more and bring some dimension and symmetry to it. Maybe. Or maybe I'll leave it like this, because I do look like CEO of the Vampires, girl. I look like I'll draw blood from a bitch's neck. Yeah, this hair is... This look is definitely very, like, cinematic and very, like, poetic. It's interesting. I like it, though. I like it. But I'm not finished. This is not the finished product. So you guys going to see some upgrades, okay? Probably around the hairline area. But right now it's cooling. All right, so let's get into the fizzle, y'all. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Hope you guys are having a great day. Let's get into the shenanigans. So, of course, girl, the queen of everything, child. The queen of criminals, the queen of rap, the queen of grape, the queen of lawsuits and civil proceedings, girl. The queen of everything under the sun is out here twirling other girls, and she has Barb Nation, Gag City in a uproar, okay? Before we get into the controversy, Nicki Minaj also popped out to show off her Cuban zirconian. Okay, let's check out the queen showing off her diamonds and pearls. Yes. Oh. The Cuban zirconian is Cuban, girl. Okay, see, that's high-end beauty supply store there, child. Now, she barely had that money to pay off that man's $500,000 judgment against her, but she up here, girl, in the diamonds of pearls. What's given? Now, the consensus here is that Nicki is basically dispelling the allegations that came out a few weeks ago by DJ Vlad, who put out a claim that Nicki is divorcing her two-time convicted felon husband, Kenneth Petty, that she had kicked him out of their marital mansion, and he now lives in a 800 square foot trap house in Jamaica, Queens, New York, girl. And you know, she's here flexing her ring, okay, as you see there, girl. Now we know she purchased this with her own money, but he gave it to her in spirit, okay? Gave it to her, girl, in spirit, sponsored by her wallet, though. Okay. And then she's doing the hush hush signs, which means that they ass probably are actually going through it. Y'all know that she the queen of smoking mirrors, shy. All right. Then she really set shit off once Barb started realizing that their queen, their cult leader, had started unfollowing them, and nobody could put 2 and 2 together until 2 and 2 started coming together. So hiphopb.com on Instagram reported a Barb by the name of James on Twitter who said, "Why did Nicki unfollow me?" Then they added Nicki and said, Nicki Minaj Ben said, oh, well, actually, this person, James, is responding to people who are being blocked by the queen, okay? And they reposted a video that Nicki did a year ago and captioned it this. Nicki Ben said to stop posting people you know she's not in the good eye with, or she will block or unfollow. If you are truly a fan page of Nicki, don't post comparisons, updates on others. She don't give a fuck about those people. And here is the audio from that live stream. Hold up, let me see something. Yeah, this is the audio from that live stream. Okay, what we doing? Why can't we hear anything? Why can't we hear anything? Hold on, you guys. I don't know why the audio is not audioing. Hold on, you guys. Run the likes all the way up. Okay, what the fuck? Hold on, y'all. This audio was doing just fine before I got my black ass up here, girl. Now what is the T? Hold on, y'all. Because I want y'all to hear this. Well, we ain't got no motherfucking audio. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, let me see if everything else will play. Is it Instagram or me? Coconut water. Okay, no, it's this audio. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, here we go.
Any face that's gonna make me malfunction like for 2 seconds.
Okay.
You get unfollowed and possibly blocked. To my Twitter Barbz that I follow, if I see a name or a face, that goes for any name and any face that's gonna make me malfunction like for 2 seconds, you get unfollowed and possibly blocked.
Okay, so Nicki she put out a year ago, girl, that if there's anybody that the Barbz support who she's following who makes her glitch and seizure out, girl, and make her want to go to Tokyo to get into the Kokyo, that she is blocking the living shit out of their asses, okay? And I guess she meant that because now everybody is trying to figure out why they're on Block Island. So another fan account of Nicki came forward and apologized because they also found themselves blocked. This is the Hex Nicki Minaj fan account with a blue check mark on Twitter, who issued a public apology to Gag City Girl, who said, Barbz, I want to apologize for supporting Trim, okay? This is about ItsTrim. She's the 19-year-old up-and-coming rapper who I'm playing in the intro, the coconut water. That's her shit, okay? Barbz, I want to apologize for supporting Trim on this account. Barbz can be used unwillingly to promote rap girls who are backed by labels who hate Nicki. At first, I didn't think it was that serious, but it's about respect in all caps, and I missed that. It took me an unfollow to see this. Oh, are we going to have to do a vigil light candle for the Barbz, you guys? Are we, going to have to do a no more drama, girl, okay? Also, other Barbz accounts and fan accounts. Let me see here. I got more receipts. Bloop. Fan accounts getting blocked by the queen. Okay. This is a fan account by the name of Fabio. Girl, you literally blocked the head bar, girl. Nicki has BLOCKE you. My God, today. Yes, bitch. Yes. Yes, bitch. Yes. My God, child. So Nicki is standing on major business, girl, and she don't give a damn that you done stole your mammy's pension to buy up 12 copies of Pink Friday 2 so that it can debut on the top 10 Hot 100 Billboard. She don't give a damn that you just stole your goddamn parents' car, driving around with no license and no motherfucking insurance, girl, just to get down there to the arena to put coin in her and her convicted husband's pocket, baby. She don't give a damn that you done ended up being an op for her and ended up blocked by every other bitch that is against her. And now you done been blocked by her too and ain't got nobody to motherfucking support. And you at the Gag City gates, girl, begging to be let back in as if your name shall be found in the book of life again. Child, she don't care. She don't care. She don't care. She issued one warning. She ain't having no conversations. She ain't sending no disclaimers, girl. She ain't doing none of the things, my God, today. This is a whole entire mess, all right? Now, let's talk about ItsTrim super quick, girl. Okay, so, right, ItsTrim. I wasn't paying ItsTrim no attention initially. I thought she was good. I thought she was cute. But, you know, nothing had grabbed or stood out to me per se. And the first time that she hopped on my radar was last year when she did a remix to Boat. I want to know about. Why would I care about a hoe? Right? So that was cool. That was cute. But it was coconut water, girl. Coconut water has had me in a whole chokehold, y'all, since she started promoting it last week. She done officially dropped the single and the music video for Coconut Water. Y'all can go look at it on her YouTube channel, girl. And literally, girl, Coconut Water got me out of my depression, y'all. Y'all know I was sick as an empath because of everything that's been going on politically in the country. Jim Crow, this racial gerrymandering, the Supreme Court's, you know, suppressing black votes, girl. You know, girl, I was down and out. But Coconut Girl rose me from the dead. Then she recently performed at Rolling Loud. I love this girl. I think ItsTrim is obviously the next one up. She is super powering up. She's now making a lot of headway. She's getting a lot of great bookings. Like, this girl is only 19 years old, and, you know, she's already on freaking fire, and you can feel the hunger in it. You can just feel the potential. Like, if this is how she got it going on at 19, this girl definitely is going to be a part of the new wave and the new generation of rap girlies, okay? And when I was going down and doing my deep dive on ItsTrim, I found that she had did a lot of collaborations with a lot of other young rap females who are in her peer group. And I had never heard of these women, right? Because I'm a millennial. So Cardi, Nicki, Lotto, Glorilla, you know, all them folk. Kim, Missy, da. So I went down a rabbit hole, girl. It's not just Trim who in her bad bitch bag. Almost all of the girls in her orbit who are also coming up on fire. These girls are hella talented, and they got bars, they got penmanship, they got charisma. Like, I'm actually excited for that generation of rap girls. They are going to freaking slay. Now, ItsTrim, she is very heavily Nicki coded. I was talking to Reckless last night. He said that she also reminds him of Flo Milli. I can see the Flo Milliness in her too. And this feedback with ItsTrim, do I have a picture of ItsTrim? Let me see here if I have a picture of her. Let me put ItsTrim up on the screen, girl. Hold on. Y'all run the lights all the way up, chat. I may drop the link so y'all can chime in, girl. Let me see here. ItsTrim. I want to hop on a boat. Okay, this is ItsTrim girl. Okay, a gorgeous petite girl filled with fire and flames. Oh my. So she's getting a lot of comparison right now to being heavily Nicki coded. Now the thing is, she is super heavily Nicki coded. You can hear it in her lyrical style. You can hear it in her rap style. You can also see it in her mannerisms, because if you watch the Rolling Loud performance, she has like a 24-minute set that wore her ass out. She was throwing up backstage and everything, girl. But she slayed. But her performance style is also very Nicki coded as well. There are some people who like this and they are excited for this, and they think that this is a wink wink to Nicki, like, oh my God, all of Nicki's daughters are rising up, girl, from the East. Okay, they're rising up from the East to avenge the queen, girl. These are Nicki's daughters. Because she's 19 and because her icons, her rap icons, make sense for her generation, Nicki would be like her Lil' Kim. What Lil' Kim is to us is what Nicki would be to her generation. So it makes sense that Nicki would be an influence. It makes sense that Megan, that Cardi will be an influence, and that we will see a lot of their skins on the younger generation of rap girls. I don't think she is so Nicki coded that it's a turnoff. I don't think that is so Nicki coded that it's off-putting, because I think that her music is catchy. She got her whole career ahead of her. Her aesthetic also doesn't give Nicki, like, she has her own style. She's in her own weight class. You know, I mean, of course, the pink hair, but it's like, you know, all the ghetto girls do that. You know, you can expect the wigs, you can expect Fashion Nova, you can expect similar aesthetics, you know. So that is what it is. But there are other people who are just like, girl, she's not original. She needs to sit the fuck down. You know, she's a copycat, etc. And the thing that is so funny about the copycat allegations is that Nicki Minaj is a copycat. Nicki Minaj, do you forget, borrowed lyrics, cadences, and even borrowed some of Lil' Kim's actual motherfucking friends, like Birdman, Lil Weezy, etc. Girl. Nicki wore the skins of Lil' Kim for the first decade of her career. Wore her down to the point that, girl, she practically was wearing Lil' Kim's panties themselves. Okay? So I don't be caring about Nicki feeling away about girls who are heavily influenced by her, or who take, you know, certain bits and pieces from her likeness, because that's exactly what Nicki Minaj did to get the fuck on. When if you look at her what you call them, girl, like her mixtape days before she became mainstream, very Remy Ma coded. Okay, she didn't know whether she wanted to be a strap-on toting stud in the beginning of her career, or if she wanted to be a femme fatale like Foxy and Nicki. I mean, Foxy and Kim. Okay, so I don't get what the unfair standards come from. One copycat created another motherfucking copycat, as far as I'm concerned. Now, I ain't got no problem with ItsTrim being Nicki coded. I think it's cute. It makes sense to me generationally. And I think she is still unique in and of herself enough for you to still feel like you're getting her, even if Nicki's shadow is somewhere hovering in the background. Okay? But Nicki is a copycat. Now, the other interesting thing I find about Nicki unfollowing the Barbz, because all the people that she unfollowed were supporting ItsTrim. They were either talking shit about ItsTrim, or they were openly supporting ItsTrim as one of Nicki's daughters, okay, who are on the rise. Nicki has abolished all of that shit out of her algorithm, which I think is so pathetic on Nicki's part. You're literally hating, bitch, on a 19-year-old Black woman at that. A Black woman who is hungry, a Black woman who wants to make musical and artistic impact, just like her raggedy body ass was before Little Weezy found her ass on a VHS tape. This girl isn't even coming into the game as a op. You would also think that the queen of talking about how all these bitches are her sons would be so happy to see her children grow up and become independent enough to go off to college and to go off and live their life and become self-sustaining and competent, because ItsTrim didn't even need the Nicki cosign in order to create a wave for herself. So she's a competent daughter at that. To hate on a 19-year-old girl while you are a 40-year-old Glade plug-in at this point is out fucking rageous. And you guys know, we have long been telling you all that Nicki Minaj is not a girl's girl, okay? If the industry had never had never given opportunity to other rap women to become mainstream, Nicki would have never, ever have bent the knee. She only started working with Lotto, Coi Leray, and these other folk, Megan, Cardi, because she practically had to. They were coming in so strong. They were being backed by such powerful machines and distributors and labels that she knew she would never beat the allegations of not being friendly and being pro-woman if she had remained on the offense or the defense. Okay? And then we see how all of those relationships turned out. Her relationship to Megan folded. Relationship to Cardi folded. Relationship to Coi folded. Relationship to Lotto folded. Hello? Relationship to Kim folded. The only person she got a relationship to is Foxy Brown, and that's because Foxy Brown is legally blind and partially deaf, girl. So, you know, she can't even see and hear enough to be a problem for the queen, girl. All right? Nicki is not a girl's girl. She don't like women. That's very clear through her music. She's always reducing other women to her sons. She's always talking in some competitive, athletic way about other women. She's the Michael Jordan. She's the ... She's the 3-point. All this male-centered, male-identified, masculine as, competitive as, insecure as energy. But this is kind of an all-time low. A girl who could be argued to be a fan of hers has obviously been influenced by her, who is only 19 and having success at a time where it is very hard to be taken seriously in any capacity. You would think that Nicki would be routine for ItsTrim. Nicki also doesn't have to openly support Trim, but you damn sure wouldn't think that she would be showing distress and resistance about other people supporting ItsTrim. And then let's pivot to that. How narcissistic is it that you can't support people that have put blood, sweat, and tears and been willing to embarrass themselves and not even get a GED in order to support you and your economy and your career? And they can't even like anyone else, including other people who are not even problematic. The fact that Nicki Minaj is arrogant enough and narcissistic and selfish enough to give a big middle finger to her core fan base, mind you, also at a time where she's lost half of her fan base as a result of being MAGA, aligning with Turning Point USA, aligning with anti-trans legislation, aligning with Donald Trump and this racist ass, xenophobic ass, queerphobic ass, niggaphobic ass administration. You would think she would not be in the business of losing any more of her core base. The fact that she lost so much of the Barbz, which led to her not being able to even put out her album back in March, is crazy work. And the fact that she's continuing to rip through her core consumer base out of literally sheer envy and pettiness and insecurity is wild. Is Nicki really being that full of herself because she feels she's getting a saltine cosign right now? Is Nicki in her Kanye West bag and feeling empowered in some pseudo sense because, girl, she's being invited to speak and show up at events that are going down as part of the worst presidential administration in American history? You think that this saltine cosign is going to be a flex? You think that Turning Point USA's consumer base, them hoes were up there dragging Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and Megan and WAP. They didn't even know the difference between Cardi B and Nicki, girl. They thought that Nicki had put out WAP. My God, today. They out there dealing with the Epstein files, not even realize that Nicki Minaj is married to an Epstein. Jesus Christ. So for her to be hating on one of her own daughters, if you let Nicki tell it, she's who these girls want to be. She's who these girls want to meet. Ain't that's what she said in Big Difference? Get all of these girls a front row ticket because she's who they really want to see. They say they look up to her, but really they look up to me. Ain't that's what she said in Big Difference? So then I don't understand what the problem is when those very things manifest. Like, Nicki Minaj could really be so fucking iconic if she would have matched her cultural impact along with being someone who could have went down in history for really changing the musical landscape for female hip-hop artists. The fact that Nicki Minaj had the opportunity to be responsible for the wave of female rap influencers. Like, to think that Nicki could have actually started her own label and all these girls could have been under Nicki's actual tutelage and her label. She could have monopolized off of the Megs, off of the Cardis, off of the Ice Spices, off of all these people. If Nicki Minaj had a different internal compass, but because she's now old, she's bitter, she's deeply resentful, she's missed her next leg of her career, because instead of her being for MAGA and trying to get their residuals off of an anti-black white audience, instead this bitch could have been sitting back collecting residuals off of Megan, Cardi, and all these girls who could have been working for her. She could have had an iconic music label. Like, that's what I believe God had for the Nicki Minaj pivot, for the second, third chapter of Nicki Minaj's career. She could have retired and been a prolific producer and madame of the female rap game, because all these girls wanted her cosign. So she already had halfway won the battle. Meg wanted that cosign. Cardi didn't mind the Nicki cosign. Lotto wanted the cosign. Coyle Ray wanted the cosign. Ice Spice wanted the cosign. It was all at Nicki's lap, and she blew it by being a demon seed. She blew it by not doing her goddamn shadow work and being ignorant and selfish and controlling and wanting to be the alpha and the omega. You see how your bitterness can cost you your future? Because the very thing you bitter about is designed by the Heavenly Mother and the Heavenly Father to be a part of your next win. And you can't see the forest for the trees because you consumed and caught up in your own toxicity as a human being. My God, today. See, girl, we get into a word. Y'all bring it out. Pastor CTV, girl. Prophet CTV. All these girls could have belonged to Nicki. She could have been 10 times, 20 times richer and relevant while being able to comfortably retire from music on the forefront and manage all of these girls' career and benefit from their careers, while also putting them in positions as a result of supporting them to have them out there saying positive things about her contribution. This bitch could have been receiving Emmys and awards, girl. She could have pivoted to being the new Diddy, not in a negative sense, but a prolific producer with a crazy successful record label. This all that Atlantic Records and all this shit are benefiting from. All this shit was supposed to be Nicki Minaj's shit, but she blew it out of her own greed and ignorance and insecurity, her own superiority and inferiority complexities. And now her bitterness is at an all-time high on display because you're hating on a beautiful, super talented, super eager and hungry 19-year-old girl who obviously is influenced by you, rightfully so. And this is the issue with influencers, right? I never understand why influencers always feel like other people being influenced by them is a negative. Bitch, that's what comes with being a influencer. That's how you know you have influence. If nobody was in your likeness, if nobody was wearing your skins to any degree, bitch, you've missed the mark as a influencer and being somebody who is capable of having impact. That's why I never get out here and drag my sons and my motherfucking daughters. They could never, though. Because, baby, there is literally only one CTV. There is literally, I am literally one of one, completely distinguishable from everyone above, below, and beside me. Truly one-on-one. However, that don't keep people, baby, for trying to be what part of you they can, whatever part of you that is. And when you see that, baby, that's a flex to you. So the fact that this corny bobblehead BBL ass sloppy body bitch is triggered and upset by people coming in her likeness is crazy, especially when she wore another bitch's flesh for 10 years of her own career. Like, Nicki Minaj is delusional and pathetic. And I hope that Trim continues to keep her head up and don't get caught up in the foolishness, because stan culture has been known to shortchange careers. I hope that ItsTrim do not get distracted. Matter of fact, I want her ass to not even be on social media. Upload your shit and haul ass. Don't even look. Don't even engage in the comment section. Girl, be on your Beyonce shit, because this part of her career is the most important. That's the beginning. That's the beginning. Everything she does now, her energy, the tonality of her aura, all that is significant in helping the law of attraction to continue to attract to her and draw to her success. I don't want ItsTrim to get out of focus and let the Barbz or let Nicki's lunacy sideline and sidetrack her. Okay. Now, because she's up and coming, there's not a lot of like interviews and things of ItsTrim, but I was able to look up and see, has she ever spoken on Nicki and what is her sentiments? And I found this, which is an AI overview. And it reads, yes, rapper Trim, often known as Miss Trim, who's now ItsTrim, has addressed the comparisons to Nicki Minaj, stating that she takes them as a compliment. Look at that. She's complimented. And Nicki should be too with her weird ass. Embracing comparisons. In interviews and on social media around April of this year, Trim stated that, quote, when you're compared to legendary people, it's bound to happen when you're legendary yourself. So I take it as a compliment. Addressing vocal similarities, Trim explained that her vocal tone and accent are influenced by Gullah Geechee roots from Charleston, South Carolina. Girl, shout out to my home state of South Carolina. My best friend is from Charleston, child. I didn't know she had Carolina roots. Okay, I like her even more. Noting that she uses her voice as an instrument. Okay? Reaction to Nicki 2.0 talk. While some social media users suggested that Trim was mimicking Minaj for publicity, Trim has continued to embrace her own sound and gritty southern bounce while navigating the high glam Nicki core comparisons. She has even addressed the Barbz, Minaj's fan base, and discussed the comparisons in several videos in and on her Instagram and TikTok. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go look at that stuff. All right. Now, speaking of that, ItsTrim responded to all the craziness that Nicki got going on with unfollowing everybody. And she was on a live stream yesterday, I believe, or maybe early this morning. And this was on yesterday. And she was in the studio. And I guess Barbz were in the chat talking shit and basically telling her to get her own identity. Stop copying Nicki. Find your own sound. You Nicki clone, blah, 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 blah. And this is what she had to say to the folk who were trolling her on her live stream. Nobody. Okay, gonna not play that so much. Okay, so she is creating some new music in the studio, enjoying herself, etc. Right. And then eventually she comes to the camera and starts looking at the comments, and it resulted in her responding this way.
Okay. Got a couple bitches pressed and mad. Nobody. I don't care about these hoes. I don't care about nobody.
Find Miss Trim, Sherry. Find her, honey. Get her to me. I must protect Trim at all costs, you guys. Get Trim to me. Yes.
Okay. Got a couple bitches pressed and mad. Nobody. I don't care about these hoes. I don't care about nobody.
Period, girl. And I hope to God Trim stays in that attitude. Fuck these hoes, and I hope she means it. Fuck y'all, bitch. Like don't let these hoes be your distraction, because see, they gonna alley-oop her out of her tiara as the princess of rap, girl. She gotta really body that. She can't just say it. She gonna have to mean that from within. Okay, so girl, I am lighting candles. I got her on my altar, girl. I need her to come through, because right now, out of all of the girls in her generation of female rappers, she's the one right now who got the biggest wave going on, and she's going to bring those girls with her, which is what I love. So I want to show you guys an interview that she did where she was talking about the people that she want to work with, and they are really all men and women who are in her generational and weight class, which is really, really, really dope that she wants to take her peers with her. So check out an interview she did 5 months ago. Shout out to Diamond Gang Visuals on YouTube. This is posted to their channel. And of course, this is covered by fair use. Let me pull up my fair use disclaimer. Bloop. All right, check this out, you all.
Stream artist, somebody with not a whole lot of local, not yet mainstream artist, somebody with not a whole lot of following that you feel like people should be looking out for?
Me. Honestly, me. Sure, I'm trying to get on. But I would say, like, I don't really listen to upcoming rappers. I listen to people that was already built. But it's a lot of people that I do want to work with.
Give me a couple of them.
I want to work with Bankroll Nye, Pluto. Like, those are the smaller artists. SMJ. I don't know. I don't really know the male side. YK, she's cool too. Brunna. People like that, like, in my age range. You know what I'm saying? Because we all coming up. We're the new era of female rap. So it's like, that's what it's going to be.
Yeah. Oh, I love that for her. Now, somebody just said that they wish that she would wear her hair down. I've seen her hair down. I do think she looks better with her hair up because she has a rounder face. So the updos really do compliment her a lot more than the hair, you know, cascading down to the side. But, you know, I mean, this is a 19-year-old girl. Y'all know that y'all gonna see every damn wig, every cut, every color, every highlight, every part, every bust down, girl. You know it's coming. You know it's coming. But, you know, we come from the era of where people had signatures, you know. Janet had the bouncy hair, flippy type of hair. Beyonce had the wind in the hair vibe. Aaliyah had the side swoop. You know, we come from, you know, a Missy had the finger waves. The Brat had the box braids, you know. So, you know, I think that we forget. And I love seeing little hints of the generation that we came from. Like, I miss when artists had themes. I miss when looks were consistent. Like when Janet did Velvet Rope, she had the red hair and the burgundy hair throughout the entire project. You know, she was Afrocentric with it in some sense. When she did Got Till It's Gone, then she had it super layered and cascading and I Get So Lonely. And, you know, and then we saw her with like a prom type updo bun situation in the Go Deep music video. Like, I miss those eras, or Rihanna's red hair era. Like, I love, okay? I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So I kind of like her updo thing, but you guys will probably see it change. Now, here's the thing. Trim is taking it well. The comparisons, obviously, there would be compliments to her. And she's interested in working with artists within her age range, within her generation, which is major and really dope. Because I want to see them come through here, girl, and take it by storm. We need to switch it up a little bit, girl. I'm excited about the girls. And Nicki is already kind of playing with this generation of girls. She's already showing that she ain't fucking with them, which means that she is potentially about to turn some girls who would be proud to be her sons and her daughters into her opponents, which isn't necessary. And if Nicki keeps up this behavior and continue to like outwardly show that she's not with these girls coming through, Nicki may find herself in the same position she was forcing Kim to find herself in, even though Kim was welcoming of Nicki, but Nicki switched up and took it for herself because that's the kind of raggedy ass bang wearing bitch she is. But check out what Nicki had to say about Little Kim.
You know, it's one of those moments when you say, don't play with me. You know, because I respect you, I love you, I've said it in every interview, time and time again. And if that's not good enough with you, mama, then it's something deep-rooted in you. You need to get something is bothering you inside. That's your insecurity bothering you. It's not Nicki Minaj. It would have been any girl that started popping. You know, she picked a fight with Foxy, then she picked a fight with Eve, then she picked a fight with Remy. Now it's, you know, then it was Miss Wallace, then it was Nicki Minaj. Every time you in the news, it's because you're getting at somebody. Where's your music? You know, put your music out, and when I see your name on Billboard, that's when I respond to you. Other than that, goodbye.
Isn't it crazy that everything this lady said about Kim has literally become her literal reality? She literally projected herself onto Kim. She named all of these people that Kim apparently fell out with, and now she has a laundry list as long as my bundles of female peers she has fallen out with. She accused Kim of being bitter and not being welcoming of the new girls and the new wave of women like herself. And now look at what she's doing to ItsTrim. Everything she projected onto Kim was actually her own consciousness. And if she keeps up her bullshit, them girls are going to have to lay Nicki Minaj ass down the way that she laid Little Kim ass down, because unfortunately, Nicki won the war against Kim. Unfortunately, girl. Kim could not keep the fuck up, girl. Kim tried, girl. But then when Little Iran started sending over nukes in comparison to Little Kim's heat-seeking missiles, girl, we ain't never seen Kim again, girl. Okay? We had to do a candlelight vigil for Miss Kim, baby. Okay? Turn her ass every which way but goddamn loose. But these girls are coming up in droves. And they're coming up pledging an allegiance to each other. And there's going to be power in numbers. And their generation is alive, and our generation is about to be dying out real soon. They're going to have the culture. They're going to have the virality. And more importantly, they're going to have each other. Don't make enemies where you could make allies. It's already bad enough that Nicki missed the opportunity to really have Nicki and Megan and all them girls be her sons. And she could have been responsible for their presence and for their artistry and for their success. She missed that. She now has the second opportunity to be mother and to leave her legacy not only through her independent body of work, but also through her empowerment of other women coming through this hard-ass industry that is very male-centered. Well, these girls are liable to be great and have to do things they don't want to do in order to get put on, etc. Nicki, knowing how tight this industry is, how exploitative it is, she has an opportunity to do so much good, so much genuine virtue, while still having a cultural impact and being completely relevant for all the right motherfucking reasons. And instead, she want to be a dizzy ass bitch. ItsTrim need to give that bitch some coconut water. Nicki needs some coconut water, girl. Is she out there in Florida? Is she out there in Dakota sipping on Coca-Cola? She needs some coconut water. ItsTrim, package up some coconut water, girl. So that Nicki's cookie could be tea, girl. Because she got fever. Nicki is a disaster. That bitch is literally a lunatic. I'm already so through with Nicki Minaj that there's nothing she can do that really shocks me. it's just interesting to me that she's willing to continue to embarrass herself and to make herself look like everything she tried to convince us that Lil' Kim was. A fucking mess. I'm going to drop the link. I don't know if anybody want to come up super quick, you guys. This actually, it would be perfect for me to end my commentary right here. But I think y'all got some opinions, so I'm going to let y'all come through. We're going to do about 15 minutes. I'm going to open up the panel. If you guys want to come through, I just dropped the link. If anybody has an opinion, girl, about what's going on with Nicki blocking her own fan base for supporting ItsTrim, girl, come up. How do you feel? Do you think Nicki is in the right? Do you think that ItsTrim does need to find her own motherfucking identity? Do you feel like she's an insult and making a mockery of herself, girl? Are you not impressed? Is it not original enough for you? And then I'm going to read some of the comments. Ray says the gag is Lil' Kim has won a Grammy. Meanwhile, Nicki is still waiting and sitting on the corner, girl. And she rating for 20 of them at that. I'm about to find. Hold on, let me find that clip, child, because I posted it to my goddamn YouTube page, honey. She's waiting on 20 of those motherfucking Grammys at that, child. Let me pull this up. How's it going? Where my shorts at? Because, baby, this clip will always have me screaming. Y'all run the lights all the way up. Support your boy, honey. Subscribe, share, engage, all the things. I dropped the link if anybody wants to come up, honey. Don't be scared. This your shit. Hold on. I don't know why my shit moving slow, girl. YouTube be doing the mouse. The mouse. And I got hiccups. Jesus. Hold on, y'all. I got to get rid of these hiccups. Let's play some coconut water real quick while I get rid of these hiccups, shy. If y'all going to hit the link, you got to hit it now.
Coconut water. Coconut water. Coconut water. Coconut water. And make sure that's cookie tea. While he in Florida, he said I feel like a bad hoe. I'm like your hold up. I'm trying to hop on your face and spark it up like a motor. Coconut water. Coconut water. And make sure that's cookie tea. While he in Florida, he said I feel like a bad hoe. I'm like your hold up. I'm trying to hop on your face and spark it up like a motor. He think I act like a bougie. I keep this Uzi. Click. I just Costello. He used to make me juicy. To rock polo, but now I got on that Gucci shit. If you keep talking, then I'ma act like a moody. He said I act like a bad hoe.
I'm like, yo, hold up. I just got me a tan. Whoa, I hear you in Florida. Don't fuck at me. I'm in the corner. Sipping on Coca-Cola. Coconut water. He said you didn't follow my orders. And she one of my daughters. Pop it in my face. Hey. She gonna run me down. Talk your shit. Your coconut water is so cute. It is so cute, girl. I am with it. I think we got Todd in it, but hey, Todd.
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud, and in color. Talk your shit.
I've got one word for this, and the perfect word for this is called irony. How ironic is it, right, that Nicki Minaj stole the same image from Lil' Kim, and now that she's being emulated in the same way that she's got a problem with it, because she was talking some trash about Lil' Kim, wasn't she? You know?
She sure was. She sure motherfucking was.
Or in the words of the Conscious crew, the irony is ironing, right?
The irony is ironing.
That's what it's doing, right? You can't make this stuff up, right? So, yeah, it won't be long before Lil' Kim is phased out or faded away like a Michael Jordan jump shot. It's not too long, right?
Kim told us, Todd, in that Breakfast Club interview, she said, y'all gonna see. She said, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. Mark my words. And at that time, you know, Nicki was on the up and up. So, you know, everybody was like, oh, Kim, you just bitter. You just, oh, da-da-da-da-da. She said, girl, y'all gonna see. And, baby, we saw more than what we ever thought we would see. out of this lady, from the whitewashing to the pledging of allegiance, the racism, the Trump, to the hateration of it all. I mean, we done seen it all, child.
I will say this one last thing before I get off.
Yes.
You hit on an important point, right? Nicki Minaj could have been at the pinnacle of all of this. She could have completely took all of them girls and paid all of them girls, and any narrative that Nicki would have pushed, the industry would have instantly went that way because she would have had all of the influence. So if she would have went MAGA, nobody would have been able to say anything because they up underneath her label. But thank God, God has a way of sorting these things out.
God, now we know, baby. Now we know, baby. Hell no, baby. Not her in that position. She would have been a dangerous man. But on another timeline, on another timeline, this would have been powerful. Powerful.
Yes.
And
this is what we call.
Yeah.
This is what we call in sociology a paradigm shift. Okay, all right, that's what this is, and God is guiding as He is supposed to be doing. Absolutely. Thank you for letting me up. Peace to the Conscious crew. I love you all,
and we love you too. Thank you, Todd. Divine, talk your shit.
Hi.
Hi.
We went from Kim to Trim. Okay.
Oh, that part. Kim to Trim, child.
Coconut water.
Coconut water, baby. Okay, so talk your shit. Like, what's up? Like, what you think about the queen?
I definitely
all the head Barbz, Maria.
I do like Trim. I've been keeping with, like, for the last this whole year basically.
Yeah.
I like her. I do love her. I definitely see the resemblance. Like, I definitely can see like the influences. But, like, one thing about from Nicki to Nicki to Trim, even though they're all like they have like this from the same heritage, the same family tree. I feel like all of them have there's still something about them that are still something that's different that makes them them, But you can tell like, okay, who's pulling from who, but I feel like they kind of like carry the torch and make it their own. Like with Trim, I do kind of feel like, okay, it's Nicki, but I also feel like something about it is original too. Like she has songs that are more like this, like rockish, like trappish, like she has a song called Chrome. And I don't feel like Nicki has a song like Chrome. It's like a Playboy Cardi kind of sound. And to me, that is something Nicki would do. I feel like it's like that, that age group, that Gen Z kind of rage rap. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely. Yes.
So I feel like she's doing that. I feel like she's playing on it to get her traction. But I feel like she does have her own thing. Because I've seen a lot of people that copy Nicki. There's another girl called Sunshine. She too, and there's like it's like a whole fucking flurry of female want to be Nicki phones out right now, but I feel like something about her, it just like, even though if like what is it called, a kindred spirit, damn near.
Like,
I can see the resemblance, but it also feels like it's genuine. Like I feel like I'm natural because she grew up on Nicki. Like she's so like when she came out, she was like what, in diapers? Like
because Nicki been out for how long now? She been out for
She's been out forever.
I think that Nicki is going on 20 years of a career. I mean, she's been out since 20. Is it over 20 years? So when did she drop?
07, 08.
07, 08. So Nicki,
I was years old. So let's see.
Nicki's career is about as old as Trim. I mean, like Trim is just a few years younger than Nicki's career. So Nicki is her little Kim.
She was only 5 years old, like 4 or 5.
Literally
grew up on Nicki, so I just feel like it's not as forced as maybe someone like a Doja Cat or someone like
for sure.
I feel like she's just wearing her inspiration on her sleeve.
Absolutely, yeah, as she should. Like these are her people because Nicki damn sure wore her inspiration on her actual body,
all over her body.
Decade, okay. All right,
thank you.
All right, but that was our divine. I'm Queen Jazzy. What's up, Queen Jazzy? You're on mute, love. Can you hear me? Going once, going twice. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here. Nicki, grow the fuck up. You are a weirdo. You probably should be divorcing your husband if you're not. And you need to drink you some coconut water, baby, and cool down all that bitterness, because it's giving Lil Kim tease, right, Nikki? You guys tell me what you all think in the comment section, girl, about the beef that's in Nicki Minaj's imaginary ass mind. If you guys enjoy the show, make sure you guys show some love to the Cash App, PayPal, share, subscribe to all the things. I also will be live to get into Kim Burrell. So I will see you all in a few moments. All right. I love you all. Engage. Bye.